it's Sakura once again playing Katawa Shoujo. Last time oh god, what did we do? I'm trying to remember with my small brain. Last time, I think we went on, Hanako's birthday. We had Hanako's birthday. We're still in the middle of Hanako's birthday, I believe. And yeah, Akira showed up, I believe. So let us get started. Load. Yeah, undignified drinking object. Oh my god, identified drinking object, that's funny. UDO. I don't know what the UDO is. Alright. Alrighty. What was Akira's voice again? Give me a second, let me take a drink. Now then, before I go. She's reaching in the bag beside her and grandly displaying its contents. Ooh, boozy. Out comes 2 large glass bottles, both with long French names on the label. Hanako. Oh my god, my Discord's going crazy. Hanako expression is an odd mix of surprise and curiosity, and I suspect mine's not so different. Lilly, not seeing the proceedings, is oblivious to what's going on.
Akira, this isn't... What is it?
Wine, 1 red, 1 white.
Akira, that's...
why is my Lilly voice and Hanako voice similar? Relax. It's not like Shizune's here to scold you. Lilly has a point. That's not exactly allowed on campus. Or anywhere, really. Well, we're still short of the legal drinking age, remember? Actually, I think in Japan, 18 is the legal drinking age. I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Rich words from someone practically drooling as he examines a bottle. She got me there. I'm genuinely interested in trying some, even just a little. While Hanako may not be handling one herself, her look does tell me that she isn't far from opposed to the notion as well. Lilly rubs her forehead, giving up the fight that she knows Akira would win due to not simply caring enough about those funny rules and regulations.
Just... blah blah blah. Ha ha ha. Just don't breathe a word to anyone in the school. Please, I beg of you.
I'm not stupid, don't worry. And that said, I gotta get back to work pretty soon.
So soon? But you only just arrived.
Sorry, Lilly. Good to see you too, though. And you, Hisao. See you later, then.
Goodbye, Akira.
She levers herself up with a grunt and waltzes out of the room, leaving us alone with the 2 items on the table. Interesting. Lilly gives a nervous giggle at her sister's antics as Hanako takes a wine bottle.
So...
What do you think, Lilly? She rests her elbow on the table and pinches the bridge of her nose, thinking things through. She really doesn't seem to be able to keep up with her sister.
Well, if it's already here, we might as well have some.
No sooner does she say it, I take out a quick glance around the room for glasses. A small groan above reminds me that Lilly retired to the rest of her bed for a bit a few minutes ago. Almost completely drained of energy, I managed to stand up and drag myself to the side of the bed, sitting down and leaning back against it. Good God. Ooh. Lilly's groan sounds lifeless. Too much to drink?
My head hurts.
Yeah, too much to drink. I rest my head back and idly stare at the ceiling. What an unmitigated disaster. Like proper idiots, we drank the night away with one glass after another. Hanako simply fell to the side asleep. It's a miracle I don't feel as ill as Lilly.
Hey, Hisao. I'm sorry about today. I didn't think this would happen.
It's fine, Lilly. To tell you the truth, I had a lot of fun today.
Really?
I think Hanako did too. No, she certainly did. There is a short silence before a groan resounds from the supine Lilly. You okay?
As you said, I just drank too much. What's the time?
The time, it's... I quickly look at my wristwatch. Its numerals barely legible in the glow. About midnight.
Curfew's in effect then.
Yeah, I guess as much. We'll have to sleep here for tonight. As soon as I say it, I hear the sheets move as Lilly starts to sit up.
Hanako.
No, go back to sleep. No, go back to sleep. Don't try to get up.
Hisao, I have to.
You're in worse shape than me by any stretch. Get some rest.
But what about...
I'll grab the spare blankets and put them over her. Don't worry. I give a deep yawn and stand to retrieve them. I hear her lie back down in a soft thud.
Thank you, Hisao.
No problem. It's the least I can do. You look outright wasted. Such a nice thing to say.
I'm not wasted, just a little bit tired.
She starts pouting. A slight slur begins to distort her words as the alcohol takes hold of her again. I grab a couple of blankets rolled up at the ends of her bed. Quietly walking over to Hanako, I carefully lay the blankets over her peacefully sleeping figure, making sure not to wake her up. The thick smell of alcohol coming off her breath makes me doubt she'll wake up no matter what I did, though. I stand and take one last measure of the room. The two girls, both very drunk, and the one guy sleeping overnight with them in the female student dorm. What a scandal that would be if that broke out. As I move to sit back down at the side of the bed, I steal one last glance at Lilly. Her sprawling, disheveled figure lying resting peacefully, slightly turning to the side. I crouch down to get a better look. Oh, she's so cute. I gotta screenshot this. You know what? No, I don't know if I'll find it. Yeah, let me screenshot this.
Thumbnail.
Alright, there we go. Her white skin blends in with the white pillow of her bed, looking a look of slumber-born peacefulness on her face. Unusually, she seems so confident and forward, always there and caring for Hanako. Now, though, she seems painfully delicate. I think back to Hanako's presence. I thought it would be a nice occasion for her, but I hardly expected it be so moving. One birthday after another, year after year. She just she and Lilly all alone. I guess it wasn't just the presents she liked. Reassigning myself to uncomfortable sleep, I sit down at the side of the bed once again and rest my tired arms beside myself.
Hey, Hisao.
Lily's voice is quiet. I can barely hear it. She must be on the verge of sleep. Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you? For what?
For being here.
That's okay. Oh, so cute. As I hear a deep breath, it's obvious Lily has gone to sleep. After closing my eyes, it doesn't take long for slumber to take me as well.
Hisao? Hisao, are you?
Soft breath, barely audible, voice lingering in my ear slowly wakes me up. I wish I could be awoken like this more often. With a mumble, I slowly open my... Whoa! Taken by surprise at the face hovering curiously mere meters from mine, I make our heads collide with a harsh thud. The impact of our foreheads caused both of us to fall backwards and yelp in pain, Lily sounding more like a squeaky toy than a person. Ow, ow, ow. I slowly rub my forehead with one hand, supporting myself with the other. Like Lily lies a few feet ahead, doing so the same, her face obviously in pain. Ah, sorry, your face was kinda close and I acted on reflex. You okay?
My head.
I keep messing up my Lily voice. It seems like she's not actually okay. Come to think of it, I doubt that the impact alone is what's causing her head so much pain. Hangover? You drank a fair bit last night. She silently nods in confirmation as I lever myself up. I offer a hand to her, helping her back onto her feet. Glancing behind her, I find that Hanako's still fast asleep.
It's not fair. I only drank as much as you did.
That's very different from what I remember. Anyway, girls have lower tolerance than men.
That doesn't help.
Fine, I'll give you a glass of water. Just be careful not to trip over Hanako. I rub the sleep out of my eyes, or at least some of it, as I walk to the counter. Tending to someone with a hangover isn't the way I like to spend the morning. It only takes a few seconds of the glass to fill, the clear water reflecting silver light that makes it through the thin curtains. It looks like Lily's taking a seat on the side of the bed. I walk over to her while taking care to step over the peacefully sleeping Hanako and place the glass of water in her outstretched hands.
Thank you.
No problem. I take a seat next to her, the soft bed having a surprising amount of give. She drinks slowly and methodically. A silence passes with only Hanako's soft breathing to be heard. With some measure of guilt, I look at Lily's face and attempt to read her expression. Her brow is furrowed, and she looks to be lost in thought. For a moment I hesitate, but eventually place a hand on her shoulder in attempts to reassure her. I didn't expect her why can't I speak? I didn't expect her to flinch rather noticeably at that, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Quickly shaking her head in a manner somewhat more violently than usual for her. She takes a long breath to steady herself before letting her head sink.
I must look terrible right now.
I move to protest, but quickly realize that it's only futile to do so. That said, I want her to open up more. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here. Lily gives a self-deprecating snort, as if to mock her own emotions.
That's just a lot happening right now. I'm sorry for being so strange recently, especially back when we were in town. Even now I'm a bit confused at everything.
Believe me, I know how that feels. She smiles wistfully, resting a cheek on the back of her fingers.
We're a couple of broken young fools, aren't we?
Come on, don't say that. Come graduation, we'll be back out in the real world. The real world. Sometimes I surprise myself the way I think about things. I guess that strange, divorced feeling of Yamaku and the surrounding town compared to the outside world still hasn't become natural. Maybe it will never Maybe we'll never. It's strange, in hindsight, being isolated from society like this doesn't feel as bad as it probably should. A wear a wear grin on her face. Lily seems to share the same sense of amusement as at the idea. Eventually, though, her smile drops.
I'll be going back to Scotland for a week or two soon.
Is that why you had to reschedule Hanako's birthday? She gives an affirmative nod. You'll be able to see your family again. At least you're not looking forward to it?
I haven't met my family in 6 years. I don't even know how to act around them anymore.
Wait, what? My mouth hangs open as I try to process what she says. If she's 18, that means had only been 12 when they left. I may have seen very little of my parents, what with them both working long hours, but I feel utterly useless as I struggle to find a way to respond. Oh no, it's sad music. It's sad time. No. I don't want it to be sad time. But why?
Why did they leave? Or why they inviting Akira and me back?
Both, I suppose.
My father's business has its headquarters in Scotland, and as an executive position became available for him there, in the end, he had to move permanently. My mother followed him, but Akira and I stayed in Japan for the sake of both Akira's job within the Japanese branch of my father's company and my education.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. As for the
latter, one of my aunts is gravely sick.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It feels strange, really, with being summoned there for her. Yet we've barely met before. I can't even remember the sound of her voice.
Equally strange is the total lack of anticipation she feels towards her family doing such a thing. I can't help but feel slightly humbled. That said, her wistful exterior is hiding her emotions. Seeing her like this is depressing. Knowing what to do, I lift myself off the bed, noticing that Lily's movements. Her head perks up, and her hand reaching sideways to feel where I was.
Hisao?
I walk over to my bag, still leaning against the wall, unbuckling the front flap and retrieving the opaque bag from within. I take a small playing box in my hands. Hold your hands out, Lily. What is he doing? She looks surprised for a moment, but eventually, I don't know that word. Oh, is it the music box? I am amused by her look of curiosity when I place the music box into her open palm. Her typically delicate way of handling it makes it seem as if it were fragile enough to break if breathed on. Her wordless brings in front of her face. Her slender fingers, feeling out its contours and patterning. Eventually, her fingers find the recess line between the lid and the body of the box, and her thumb effortlessly pops open the lid. I take a seat on the bed next to her, watching her face silent and intentionally. She sits completely motionless as she listens to the diminutive, tiny melody, her mouth just slightly open. It takes a long while before she closes the lid with a small snap, bringing the curtains down on the miniature performance playing in her head. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. I need to breathe more. The smile on her face, gently wistful, showing that I made the right decision. Think of it as a going away present for your trip to Scotland.
I will.
As a restless shuffle can be heard from the floor in front of us, the sound of having woken Hanako. She climbs out of the blankets I put over her, looking befuddled and wiping the sleep from her eyes. I see you're finally up. Alright, that's where we're gonna end this. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, Bakas, stay stinky!